Yeah, Timmy, big week. They had put up a lot of numbers. Willamette has on the year. What was the preparation like this week?
Well, this week we were just really sound, and everyone was just a lot of communication was the biggest part. We knew the tendencies a lot, and we just were really focusing on that. And the biggest thing was just working all together this week, working as one and making sure we could do it all as 11 today. And I really think that's what we did. And our preparation was just hard work. When you put hard work with talent, you can't lose.
Without doubt. It was, Coach Smith said masterful and masterpiece, and he was right about that. I thought it was spectacular. But 10-10 at half, it was close. You know, I was a little uneasy as a fan. Tell me, what was the adjustment like? What made the difference that second half?
No, I really think it was, our offense really started to get going again. They got under their feet. They felt well. As a defense, we know we just made a few more adjustments, but really we just played ball today, and I feel like everyone was sound. And we played the game exactly how we were supposed to play it, and exactly how we played it all week. And honestly, shout out to the scout team this week and this entire season. They're the guys who have been getting us prepared for every game.
Yeah, I have to say, I've mentioned on the blog that I think the defense, DBs and linebackers especially, have been building towards this week. And I think you guys really showed why the coaches were excited about this group preseason. Tell me, where do you think this defense has come since the beginning of the year?
Hey, from the beginning of the year, like we all knew, we had brand new secondary in the back, and they've just been doing a wonderful job. The biggest thing was their communication. We all knew they were playmakers, and they just had to get the game going, get the start, and we're going all the way, and that's all we know, and that's all we think about, and that's all we say, and that's how we play.
Hey man, congratulations, huge win. I'll see you in a couple weeks.
Appreciate it.
Big week, obviously we knew coming in, it was a lot conference title really on the line. You still have 2 weeks to go, but really it was a huge game. Talk a little bit about the team's mindset and preparation this week.
Yeah, Coach Smith talked to us a lot this week, basically every day after practice, saying that, Willamette was going to come in here with their hair on fire because this was basically their season, and he told us, this is just another game for us. We're not going to take it any more seriously than any other game that we always do, because we always prepare the same. We always work our butts off every week, and I think it always pays off, because you see down the line when we're playing in the game that our work is always going to elevate us over the opponent, because we work harder than anybody else in the country, I think. So, I think the mindset of just blue collar, working hard, always helps us out.
I think that's the foundation of Linfield football right there. Without a doubt, you nailed it. But 10-10 at half, there's some adversity, having a little bit of trouble getting the run game going, but you guys came out in that second half and really took advantage. Tell me what the biggest difference was offensively in that second half.
I think the coaches just talked to us, and they said, especially to the offensive line when we were in our meeting, that the game's in our hands, and anything that happens in the second half, that's going to be because of us. So I think everybody, all the leaders on the O-line, especially Wirt and Jeremy, Stephen Schultz, we all talked and we said, this is our half, so let's go get after it. Really, it was almost embarrassing in the first half because we got stymied on the run so hard. So to come out in the second half and just say, let's forget about everything else that happened in the first half and just come out and dominate like we know we can. And I think us coming out with some confidence really helped us out, because I think they might have been thinking, Willamette might have been thinking that they had us down, doubting ourselves. But we're never really out of the game, and we're always confident in everything we can do. So.
I know he doesn't really like talking about himself. He's pretty unassuming as your leader, but I really think Mickey Enns, is a tough competitor. Tell me what it's like having your offense directed by Mr. Enns.
Well, it's great having Mickey in the backfield, because no matter what's going on, he's always fired up, and he's never going to back down from a fight. And even when those defensive linemen and linebackers are getting in his face, he's the one out there barking back at him. He's not scared of anybody. So to have a quarterback who's not scared of any challenge, that gives confidence to the O-line and the receivers, because he's going to try to make that throw, and he's going to, if he needs to, he's going to run the ball. He's not going to just sit back there and get sacked and get rattled. So having somebody who's confident is always awesome, just because it makes everybody else on the offense play so much better as a cohesive unit.
All right, man. Hey, congratulations. Go get dry. Have a good week.
All right.
Hey Brynnan, huge pass rush week for the D-line. They had a really spectacular passing game, spectacular offense coming in. What was your guys' mindset in terms of D-line this week coming in?
Well, we knew that they were leading the nation in passing offense, so for us, especially as a D-line, that gets us excited, because we like to get after it up front, and we knew that once we shut down the run, they were going to have to pass the ball and drop back, 30 times a game, and we just like to let it loose and try to put some pressure on that guy and disrupt that stuff and make it easier for the guys in the secondary, take some pressure off those guys.
That's a mission accomplished on that. Now, I know you don't like talking about yourself personally, but I'm a former DN, so I'm going to talk about it. I don't know, but you're either at 11 or 12 sacks after today, into double digits. Tell me about your pass rush development over the past 3 years and where you think you're at right now.
Well, I was pretty lucky coming in. I got to watch one of the greats, Eric Hadeen, and just learn some stuff from him. And I think the greatest thing that he taught me was just kind of that relentlessness. Out of the 3 DNs, I admittedly don't have the best pass rush moves all the time, but it's just kind of that constant. You have to really want to get to the quarterback and just keep working for it, no matter what happens on a play. Get after it and don't stop.
Okay, well, if you get to 18 this year, stop, please. I'd like to stay in the top 3 if possible.
No promises.
That's a humble brag, but we'll go back. And the last thing that we're going to talk about, you have an incredible defensive staff with Coach Vaughn heading up, Coach Hazenberg, Coach Rombach as the core, as the defense. Tell me what it's like, playing for those 3 guys.
I couldn't ask for a better coaching staff. Those guys do everything that they possibly can to prepare us, and like we were talking about after the game, the step-its, whether it's half an hour or an hour after those games. And it's sometimes it's a little meticulous standing out here, but when we come out and perform like that on defense, you can see why we do it and why it pays off. So Coach Vaughn, he works his tail off, and it shows on days like today. So
certainly did, man. Hey, congratulations, huge win. I'll see you in a couple weeks.
Thanks.